it up for Mr. Lothario.
Lothario, the bad boy of the dating game, was good. So in this video, right, I'm going to tell you guys that you should be stronger than the pussy, right? You have to be stronger than the pussy. What do I mean by that? What it is that in the game, there's a lot of dudes who, they get desperate. They want to ass so bad, so they'll basically, you know, switch around who they are, how they are, or what they're about just to get some ass. You understand? But the thing is that you have to be stronger than that. You have to be stronger than the pussy. You can't let the pussy basically take over and then make you start switching up just because you want some ass. And the thing is, I know it's hard in the game sometimes. Sometimes things aren't going your way. Sometimes you're not getting sex. Sometimes these girls are rejecting you. You're not getting any numbers, any dates. You know, I understand these things happen. And when those things happen, you know, and especially when it's happening consistently, you start to say, well, why don't I just like bend over backwards and you know, do this other stuff that I probably wouldn't do, and just so I can get the ass. So let me, you know, go that extra mile to try to get the ass. But the thing is, you should not be doing that. You understand? And you should not be, you know, really trying to flip how you do things just to get the ass, right? So I'll give you an example. I remember one time I'm chilling with this girl, and, you know, we was trying to get it in, so we had to go to a hotel and shit, because she couldn't come over to my spot because I was with my girl, and, you know, I couldn't go over to her spot because, you know, some other bullshit was over there, right? So I said, okay, listen, we're going to go to this hotel, and, you know, we're going to split it. So she thought that I was going to pay for the whole thing, and I was like, no, you know, you got to pay for half of this shit, right? So she was like, no, but why don't you pay? Why, you know, why do I have to pay some or whatever? I'm like, listen, you know, I'm having sex with you. You having sex with me. It's 50-50 thing. Let's split this joint. Right? So she didn't want to split it. So I was like, well, then we just ain't going to make it happen. Right? So then we just didn't go. And I bounced. I went home after that. You understand? So, you know, most guys are like, oh, well, let me just pay the whole thing so I can fuck her. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. You understand? I don't want to do it. And I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to bend over backwards just to get some pussy, right? So it's like, you got to be stronger than the vagina, right? You got to be stronger than the pussy. I'll give you another example. One of my boys, he was on Tinder, and he was supposed to meet up with some chick, and I think he, you know, matched with her or whatever. I think it was like on a Saturday or a Sunday, whatever. And so they, you know, texted back and forth, and then they decided to meet up on that Tuesday, right? So Tuesday comes, and, you know, he's like, yo, so, you know, are we still on for, you know, this afternoon or whatever? And so basically the chick was like, oh, you know, I'm sorry, I forgot we were supposed to meet each other. Can we reschedule? And he was like, nah, I'm good. You could keep it moving, right? Because with him, he didn't like the fact that, first of all, that she forgot. And it's like, you know, he likes when chicks just cooperate heavy from the jump and not all this bullshit about let's reschedule, let's do this. And, you know, the fact that she forgot was, you know, some bullshit. He's like, if she forgot, then, you know, it wasn't that important to her anyway, and I'm not dealing with no chicks like that. So he was being stronger than the pussy. You understand? Another dude would have been like, oh, well, you know, okay, let's try this other day, even though you forgot. That's what he's saying. Even though you forgot, you know, let's try this other day and, you know, and do that bullshit, right? But he's like, no, I'm gonna be stronger than the pussy. And I'm going to, you know, I'm going to stick by what I'm, you know, doing. You understand? Now, it's hard because, you know, sometimes you're going to lose out on actually getting vagina. But there's a bigger point here. There's a, you know, a bigger thing here. This is about you training yourself to basically not go along with all this nonsense just for ass. You understand? This is how simps are created. This is how you end up being on some simp shit, on some trick shit, because you get so desperate for vagina that you end up doing any and everything to get it. Right? But the thing is, if you stand firm about what you're about and you're doing what you do because this is how you want to do it, you're going to, you know, gravitate, or you're going to attract women who are down with that. So you don't have to, you know, bend over backwards for this girl or that girl just to get some ass. You understand? You have to be stronger than the pussy. And the thing is, a lot of guys, you know, they're scared to do this because they think that they're like, you know, I always say this thing where guys feel like, oh, women have the upper hand because they have all these options, because there's so many guys that want to have sex with them. And yeah, there's a lot of guys who want to have sex with them, but the options that you think that these women have is not really there. You understand? It's like, on the surface it may seem like that, but there's a lot of dudes who's on some lame shit. There's a lot of dudes who, you know, they're not gonna be feeling anyway. So the options that they think they have, or that you think they have, really isn't there, right? And the thing is that when you are the type of dude who stands by what he's about and who's strong and who's not gonna bend over backwards just to get pussy, you become more attractive than most guys. You understand? So now you know, at the end of the day is going to rise above all these other dudes who's just fiending for sex and will do whatever, because when a chick knows that she could get you to do anything just because you want to have sex with her, right? She's not really that attracted to guys like that. You understand? And usually those guys, they just use for money. They just use the guys for attention. They put those guys in the friend zone. And they end up really gravitating to dudes who basically sort of like, you know, have this attitude like they can take it or leave it. They have this attitude like, well, I don't need her. Do you understand? And those are the type of dudes who women want more. So you want to sort of train yourself to be that type of guy. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when you're that type of guy, and you can sort of like, oh, I could take or leave this pussy. That's what makes the chicks want to actually make it happen with you more, because you're not, you know, begging, or you're not, you know, switching up what you're about. And women are attracted to guys who stand firm on what they're about. Women look for men to be that rock, for men to be firm about what they're about. And by you switching up, it's gonna fuck everything up anyway. So this is why you gotta really, you know, train yourself to be the type of dude who is not on that bullshit. You gotta be stronger than the pussy. You understand what I'm saying? If the pussy is stronger than you, it's a wrap for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Shit is just going to be harder for you. So you gotta be stronger than the pussy, all right? So guys, that's it. Hit me up, click the links below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace, I'm gone.
All right, now before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. Gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.